Hi, everyone, and you are watching or listening to the first episode, the first real episode, take number 2, on Let's Talk Trailers. So, I'm Keegan Evans. I got my brother here.
Hi, everybody. Hope you're having a good day. I'm Colin Evans, as Keegan said. I'm his brother.
So, what we're going to be doing, because we are very far apart, we are going to Skype our episodes, and when we do visit, hopefully get a couple episodes in where we're together. But every week, we want to pretty much just wrap up what came out as far as trailers goes and talk about it, kind of just give our thoughts. This is kind of just our movie therapy session. So hopefully you enjoy our therapy session with us. We're also going to go over what's coming out in theaters and if we're interested, and what's opening or what's coming out on Blu-ray. Talk about that. So I guess let's just get into it. Okay, I got my notes on my phone. So, first trailer for the week was Nerve, the official international trailer. So that we already got a trailer domestically, but this is the international trailer. Call, what'd you think?
I think it started off a little cliche. It starts off with that fake robot voice that you hear a lot. The story seems like it's going to be pretty similar. They get into this thing, all sort of hijinks kind of happen. It gets serious, it gets dark, and then at the end, I'm sure the resolution is going to be that they live or whatever, and it's all grand. I mean, I like Dave Franco, I like Emma Roberts.
Yeah.
I think they're really good. Actually, I think Dave Franco is a much better actor than his older brother James. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know if I would go see this in movies, but it looks okay.
Yeah, I have to agree. It just kind of a little bit by the numbers of
Yeah,
this type of thing. They're definitely playing to our generation, but
definitely. You definitely get that kind of like allegory story of the millennial obsession with technology and instantaneous gratification and everything, and they're playing to that. But
which I do like. I like the commentary on that, but it is definitely, yeah, I don't. It's definitely not a must see in theaters, I think.
definitely.
So yeah, I don't know. If we were to rate the trailer, I'd give this like a 3 stars probably out of 5.
Yeah, it'd probably be more like a 2.5.
Okay. Ooh.
It wasn't a terrible trailer, but like didn't get me excited, being like, I need to go to the theater right now to see
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. No, not at all. All right. What do we got next? We got oh, Guernica. I think that's it.
Guernica?
Guernica. Official trailer number 1. Um, this was the World War II movie?
Yeah.
Yes. I guess I'll give my thoughts first. I couldn't get into this trailer because it just felt so poorly cut. Like, it was like whoever edited this had no idea how to cut a trailer, and it was like it made the movie seem choppy almost because it just they would like almost cut off someone's sentence. It was cut so like there was no breathing room in the trailer at all. And so for me, I mean, and it's an independent movie, so you've got to expect they can't put as much budget into the marketing. But I was pretty disappointed with just the cut of it in general. How
Mhm.
about you?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely not a first night got to see it kind of trailer for me. I think it looked interesting. I think it being a period piece from the scenes that we did see in it. I think they did put a lot into making it look like
Yeah,
1940s Spain, which is where it's set, and it's a story I've never heard of before, which is I think really cool. When we're not always getting original stories and original movies, that it's good to see something new. But I definitely agree with you. Not a terribly well put together trailer, but one I think I would want to see at some point.
yeah. I think it's probably a red box movie for me, because I'm definitely interested in that story.
Hmm.
It seems pretty neat, but the trailer itself just didn't get me into that story. It like didn't present it well, and so only the really what I'm left like interested in is just the story itself, and not necessarily the movie itself.
Right.
So I don't know. I give that a 2.5. I think for me.
Yeah, same.
All right, what do we have next? We've got Collide, official trailer. Collide. Refresh me on this. I can't even.
So, when you look at the cast list, it looks really promising. You've got Felicity
okay.
Jones,
Yeah.
who looks like she's going to be a total, just boss in Star Wars Rogue One.
Yeah.
Nick Holt, from X-Men. Ben Kingsley, and Anthony Hopkins. So you think, that looks like a really great cast. But the trailer just, again, didn't look like anything special. You got a guy in love with a girl. She needs help. They don't have any money. So what does he do? He returns to his life of crime. We've seen that before, and we will see it again. And it just, for me, that's getting a little old.
Yeah.
It's the same story with new people.
I didn't buy it at all. Yeah. The thing that I bought probably the most was just Ben Kingsley being ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like, well, maybe that's enough for me to want to see it on Redbox.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was like, this was like a paint by the numbers movie.
Mm-hmm.
How stereotypical can you get with it? I thought it was going to turn one way, but it turned exactly how I would just think any generic movie would.
Yeah.
I think just the word here is generic for it. It's which is
Very
sad. Which is sad because I think Nicholas Hoult he's been making some good choices, and he just had a recent project that looks really promising. And I can't remember the title of it, but and I really like him. He was like crazy in Mad Max. You didn't even recognize him.
Yeah.
I think he has a promising career. I just think this might have not been the best choice for him career-wise. Maybe money-wise, it was a good payday, but maybe career-wise, not so much. And Felicity Jones, she may have shot this before she was even considered for Rogue One. This movie could have been shelved for a couple years.
Definitely.
We don't really know. But I think she's going to end up being a big movie star, and I don't think this movie will hurt her, but I don't think it will help her.
Yeah.
In any way. So I would go 3, average.
Yeah, 2 or 3 for me.
Cool. What do we have next? We've got Monster Trucks official trailer.
This is E.T. meets Herbie Fully Loaded meets Fast and Furious. Like,
oh my gosh.
What is with this trailer?
It's the greatest explanation of that.
I really think 2 guys must have been sitting around a room one day, blazed out of their mind, and they thought, monster truck. Hey, I've got an idea.
We'll make it a monster.
Yeah, and that's where it came from, and this is the trailer that we got. I have no desire whatsoever to see this movie.
You know what I will defend? I feel like this was a great idea if this was an animated movie.
Yeah.
But budget reasons probably, because animated movies are expensive.
They are.
They were like, nah, we'll make it live action.
Mm-hmm.
And it just looks... It looks so bad.
Yeah.
Even the acting in it is just not good.
Mm-hmm.
Just not good. I don't know what they were thinking. But I had a really good laugh out of it.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like my life was wasted with this trailer because it was entertaining in a I'm going to laugh at it a lot way.
Right.
But not what I expected at all, like when it starts out.
Right, because it kind of starts sort of dark, and then it just totally, light comes on, and that's it.
I don't have words for that trailer. I like your description the best. I think they should put that in the trailer. I might recut a trailer and just use that. All right, so next we have Marauders.
Hmm.
Um, I guess I'll give my opinion first. I think this was the best trailer of the week that we got. Well, we didn't really get that many great trailers this week, but I think this was the best of the bunch. I think we've got Bruce Willis being Bruce Willis. He's not really acting anymore, but that's okay. I'm cool
No,
with getting Bruce Willis in this
playing.
movie. Yeah. But I liked kind of, they didn't give us everything. They gave us a lot in this trailer, but I think there's like still some stuff that we don't really know. Like, obviously they're hinting at like Bruce Willis is involved in these bank robberies and he's the owner of the banks and something's going on. But I got like a little bit of like inside man going on in here. But I don't know, I thought it looked pretty entertaining.
Yeah, I think out of the trailers we watched, this is definitely the only one that I would even consider going to see in theaters.
Yeah.
Again, not like, first night gotta be there kind of thing, but like a slow Tuesday afternoon and want to catch a movie kind of day for me. Looks like it'll be entertaining. Probably you go in expecting, what you're gonna get, and that's what you will get, and you'll be entertained, and that'll be it.
Yeah, definitely a $5 Tuesday movie. But
Yeah.
what I was really happy to see is that Dave Bautista looks like he has a pretty good role.
I had that in my notes as well. I'm really glad to see him getting some work. He was so good in Guardians of the Galaxy, and I'm really excited to see him doing some other stuff.
Me too, because I was very excited to see him in Spectre. I don't know if you saw Spectre,
No, not
but
yet.
he was incredibly underused. I thought like they were talking up Batista, and I thought we were going to get this like really cool henchman guy, and he didn't. He had one line, and it was super lame. And so I want to see him used better because I know he's admitted himself that he's not a good actor.
Yeah.
But if he's used correctly by the director, then he's pretty darn entertaining, like in Guardians of the Galaxy. So I was stoked for him in this trailer because it seems like they're actually giving him a little bit more to work with, and it's actually Batista, not he's not all decked out in Drax
Yeah.
makeup. Yeah. So we didn't rate it.
Maybe like a 3.5.
Yeah, I'd go 3.5. Not a 4. That's not a
No.
4. We didn't have any 4s this week.
No, no.
Sadly.
So wait for good trailers.
Yeah, for sure. So next up, I have to be honest, I didn't watch this trailer.
Nope.
Okay, Satanic, official trailer number 1. Colin and I don't like scary movies.
Nope.
So this movie came out, and at first I saw the thumbnail, and I saw that the girl from Modern Family, I can't remember the actress's name right now, but I saw that she was, kind of possibly leading it. She's on the thumbnail, and I was like, oh my gosh, what's this? And then I read Satanic, and I didn't click on it because that scared me. Are you looking it up? Who
Yeah.
that actress is?
Yep.
Colin is the facts guy right now because I am screen recording. That's why I've got my notes on my phone.
Sarah Hyland, I believe.
Sarah Hyland. Okay. I
Yes.
didn't- From Modern Family.
Is Haley on Modern
Yep.
Family.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I did not want to watch this at all. We're both the same in that when a scary movie trailer comes on in the theaters, where I just hate it.
It's
I don't want to be, I go to movies to be excited, to be inspired, to be in awe, not to be scared out of my mind. That's for me not what movies should be about. So yeah,
we're not horror guys. Not at all.
I like thrillers. I
Yeah.
don't mind being scared, being on the edge of my seat, but the horror, gore, like
Right.
not.
Right, because we saw oh my gosh, 10 Cloverfield Lane together, and that was
so good.
a thriller, and we
Yeah.
just were floored coming out of that movie.
Yep,
So, big difference between thrillers and horrors, though.
for sure.
Okay, so we've got, this is kind of an odd one, but we've got the Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice official Ultimate Edition trailer. So Batman v Superman's got a Blu-ray coming out, and it's going to be super extended because the studio told Zack Snyder he had to cut like 30 minutes out of the final cut.
Yeah.
So this is the actual final cut, and I think it's going to be 30 or 40 minutes longer. So what do you think of the trailer for it?
I'm excited. I wasn't in the whole camp of Batman vs Superman sucked. I enjoyed it. I think I got exactly what I expected out of it, so I wasn't disappointed with it. What I was disappointed with is that they cut Jenna Malone out of the movie, the theatrical version. I really like Jenna Malone. I think she's really snarky and really funny. She killed it in the Hunger Game movies that she was in. So I'm glad to see that they've got her back in. And yeah, I think this will give it maybe some exposition that it lacked in the theatrical version, and give us just some more insight into that universe that they're trying to create.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely agree on Jenna Malone. I thought she was like one of the best parts of Catching Fire.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw her in the trailer, like I had to like stop, go to IMDb, and be like, she was in this movie.
Yeah, she just totally got cut out.
That sucks for her a lot. But so we had really different opinions on Batman v Superman, and I really didn't like it. And the more I think about it, the more I didn't like it. But I think maybe, I don't know if I'm going to give this a chance still, because what I'm hoping is that it's going to fix a lot of the editing issues. Because I'm hoping that like a lot of the like just jarring cuts, like the scenes didn't really flow, and I'm hoping that the extended version kind of fixes that. Because I'd like to think Zack Snyder, he is a better director than what this movie portrayed. Because Man of Steel, I love. That's a great movie.
And then compared to 300.
Yeah. And that's a very well edited movie. A lot of people don't. I mean, it's not the best movie ever.
No,
but it's edited really well.
Yeah, and visually, it's the best.
Yeah, so I'm hoping. I just really wanted to. Hopefully, it'll fix some of those issues. We'll see. I don't know if I want to sit down to watch Batman v Superman for 3.5 hours. That might just be too long to give it another chance. So, and I think you'll have to purchase this to see the full extension. I don't think Redbox will hold the fully extended version. So I'd have to borrow it from a friend because I'm not taking that risk. All right, so we had one more trailer drop just like an hour before we started the show, and it's called Yoga Hosers. It's an independent film. It's honestly, Colin didn't watch it. I told him to not watch it. It's 2.5 minutes of my life that I will never get back. This trailer, the movie takes place in Canada, and it has little sausage Nazis that like take over a store. I don't know what's happening in this movie. It started in one direction, and then
Johnny
the trailer
Depp is in this?
Flipped. I had no idea Johnny Depp's in this.
Stan Lee,
yeah, I saw him in that.
There are good people. What is going on? So you got Justin Long, Kevin Smith, Natasha Lyonne, like Haley Joel Osment. There are good people in this.
It's like Kevin Smith being Kevin Smith though, and with that like crazy. It's just got such
Adam
a weird...
Brody, Seth Cohen is in it.
You may have to watch it. It's the weirdest trailer I've ever seen. I think that I've ever seen.
I might have to watch it now.
But it looks like they made it with a nickel. It's just insane. And some of the effects, it's like why'd you bother? So I wholeheartedly sell that. I give that trailer a 1 because it was just the weirdest thing. It's bizarre.
Johnny Depp's daughter's in it too. He's in some hot water right now.
Yes. Yeah, he is. So maybe you'll have to check out that trailer. But I couldn't couldn't believe what I was watching.
All right.
I really couldn't. All right, so that's it for trailers this week. Not the best week.
Yeah, definitely had some better weeks for trailers.
Last week was actually a pretty good week, and we didn't get to talk about it. But now we're just going to move forward. Keep moving on.
There's always next week.
There's always next week. Maybe we'll get a new Rogue One trailer. I doubt it, but... Alright, let's talk about what is opening this week in theaters. So we have 3 movies opening this week. We've got The Conjuring 2.
Nope.
Now You See Me 2. And Warcraft. Colin, what are you paying good money to go see?
I will go see Now You See Me Too. I really enjoyed the first one. I thought it was really entertaining. And, you know, they're bringing in Dan Radcliffe for this one. And, what's her name? Now I feel bad. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
IMDb. Dan Radcliffe.
Pretty much the entire cast is back except Ela Fisher. But they brought Lizzie Kaplan. Sorry. Lizzie Kaplan.
Oh,
she's
that's right.
fantastic. She was hilarious in The Interview with James Franco and Seth Rogen. Really funny in that. But otherwise, the original cast is back. You got Jesse Eisenberg, Mark Ruffalo, Woody Harrelson, who I love. Woody Harrelson is fantastic. Dave
do no
Franco,
wrong.
and like I said, Dan Radcliffe. Even Michael Caine and Morgan Freeman are back. So I'm excited to see it. I think it'll be good. I hope they have another awesome twist like they did in the last one.
Yeah, I can't agree more. Actually, I'm really only interested in Now You See Me 2. The Conjuring 2, I've heard really great things. Everyone's saying it's awesome and it's just a really terrifying movie.
Yeah, for people who love scary movies, go see it.
Definitely
Sure,
support
but
good.
That's a big bag of nope for me.
Yeah.
I do really like Patrick Wilson, and Vera Farmiga. If that's how you pronounce her name correctly. She's really good. My favorite role of hers is probably The Departed. She plays the psychiatrist.
Oh, right, okay.
Really good in that. Patrick Wilson is great. But no, nope. Have fun.
Yeah, but if you like horror, go support that movie because it's hard to get good horror and you want to really support it. The fans need to reach out when there's actually something good.
Yeah.
Going off of Now You See Me 2, I agree. I loved the first one. My favorite part of the movie is the score of it, and Brian Tyler is returning for that.
Awesome.
So that's just good news for me, because I just love that movie score. It just had it had a magical vibe. And the only thing that I worry about is that this movie's going to get too magical. I don't know if they're reaching out of just illusionists and going into actual magic.
Yeah.
But even if it does, as long as it's entertaining.
My one critique though is they should have named it. So first one was Now You See Me. They really should name the sequel Now You Don't. That would have just been perfect. But it's Now You See Me Too.
How did no one think of that?
I don't know, but it's pretty disappointing.
Do you think maybe they thought people wouldn't know that it was the sequel? Do you think audiences are that dumb?
I mean, there are definitely people that dumb. I think with the trailers and you market it with, the Four Horsemen and everything,
Right.
I think people would get it.
That's such a great idea. Maybe they're hoping for a trilogy though, because then what do you call the third one?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good
but
point.
that is Now You Don't. I like that a lot. And then just going off onto the third movie, Warcraft.
No.
Yeah. I want it to be good. I've never played Warcraft, but I really want video game movies to be a thing, and this one is not going to be the one to launch it. It's getting some positive reviews, but a lot of bad. Excuse me, especially from non-gamers. I think Assassin's Creed is going to be the movie that pushes video game movies forward, but this one definitely not. I really wasn't interested from the trailers either because it just looks like a Hobbit rehash. It just looks very CGI, very obvious. I wish it would have been just so much more impactful if they had done practical makeup for the orcs.
Yeah, because when you do that much CGI and then you have the live action actors, it just doesn't mesh. We've seen that time and again with the Hobbit movies. If they had just done what they did for Lord of the Rings, for those movies,
Oh,
it would have been fantastic.
I'd be so excited for this movie, but
It just kind of brings you out of that whole reality. And in a movie like Warcraft, you're trying to create this sense of, taking the audience out of the theater and putting them, immersing them in this world. And when the CGI just doesn't mix well, it gets rid of that and it doesn't work.
I fully agree. So, with that, let's go on to Blu-ray. Our Blu-ray list this week is coming out on Tuesday, because Blu-rays all come out on Tuesdays. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know who decided that.
And we've got Hail Caesar, Zootopia, 13 Hours, Mr. Right, with Anna Kendrick, The Other Side of the Door, and Touched with Fire. Colin, what are you spending your valuable Blu-ray money on?
I would definitely buy 13 Hours and Zootopia in a heartbeat.
Yes. Anything you want a red box in there?
That Mr. Right, you said Anna Kendrick is in that,
Yes,
right?
she is
Yeah,
like
I would. I'd see that because I like Anna Kendrick.
she is the girlfriend of a spy, I think is what the movie is about. It got like a 14% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's right. That's worth a $1.50 red box.
Yeah, that's true. You have no interest in Hail Caesar for a red box?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot you had said that one. I would definitely rent that one.
Yeah.
I'm
curious.
I like the Coen brothers. I like George Clooney. I like everybody in that. So I'd be excited to see it.
Yeah, me too. It's one that I actually did want to make it to theaters, but I just didn't have the time.
Same.
So I definitely want to see Hail Caesar, and I'll red box it because it's not a proven movie for me that I want to buy. But Zootopia,
Oh yeah.
I totally
Absolutely.
want in my collection because that movie.
Fantastic Disney movie.
Yeah, that movie was just. We can't say enough good things about it.
Everyone needs to see that movie.
It said so much just about our culture today, and yet still was like such a heartwarming, like feel good. It was Disney being the best at Disney. So yeah, I can't go redbox it, go buy it. Zootopia is awesome, and actually 13 Hours, I was really surprised with.
Was really good. I think by far one of the best, if not the best, Michael Bay movie. And what I really liked about it, it wasn't over, kind of going in, seeing the trailers. I thought it might be this super Uncle Sam, patriotic,
America.
Exactly, America kind of movie. And it really wasn't. I really felt like it just showed what happened. And it wasn't, anti-Muslim, which is such a huge problem with those kind of movies and with our current state of this country. So it was really good.
Zootopia.
Yes, exactly. So it was really good to see that it wasn't that, and it just was what happened. And I think he did really good. John Krasinski, who I love from The Office, totally showed off that he can be this awesome, superhero kind of almost-esque kind of guy.
I want more of that. I want him in a spy franchise. I mean, he was a total badass.
Yeah.
I really could see him, coming as a leading man into some other franchises.
He's got a movie coming out, I think, in the fall that he wrote and directed called The Haulers.
Oh, wow.
I'm excited to see it. Anna Kendrick is in that, too.
She's like The Rock. My gosh. She's in everything. All right. So I think that's all we got. That's all we got. That was our first episode.
Awesome.
So thank you guys if you're still listening or watching. Hopefully everything's screen recorded fine and we've got a YouTube video up. If not, we'll just have a podcast. Colin, we don't know where we're putting our podcast yet, but we will put it in the description box below. Oh,
It'll be out there on the interwebs.
On the YouTubes and the interwebs. All right, thank you guys. We will see you next week.